Hello, everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs, and I want to show another concept or usage of this reference inside of modules. So, what I'm going to do is just show you it first, and I want you to look down here at this process, a progress bar down here at the bottom, okay? And as I add images to the screen, let's, I don't know. Well, trees seem to be something easy to grab. So I'm going to draw, and we just drew 7. And I've changed this screen to not save every single image kind of thing, because that's kind of cumbersome. So what I did, there it goes. See that? It just fired down here. What what I changed it to was when you cross 10, just as a random, number, 10 things saved that you've done to the screen, it saves. Uh, so, and then there's another a series of other things. But the gotcha was this progress bar. He shows up and shows you that he's saving. All right. And I want to show you how I did that because it's all modules. And so I'm going to close out of this and close out of here. Now, let me bring, I want to show you all some of my structure here. Excuse me, I've been a bit under the weather. So at the very, I don't know if you want to think of it as top or bottom, I have my object called War Game. All right, War Game's got a bunch of values and variables and junk like that, but it also has the child collection of Game Map. So if I come up here and go look at Game Map is the workhorse, okay? He's got not only all of his fields and all of his images and stuff. So he's got all this junk, but he's also has not one or two. He's got 6 different child collections inside him, and a number of those have child collections inside of them. So the game map owns the cities that are on the map. It owns the units that are on the map. So if you change to a different map, you have a new cities and you have new games attached to that one. So it's like everything hinges on the map itself. Okay, the players. You may be playing the access for one. You may be playing the allies for the next map. If you built a campaign game, you could have lots of different scenarios based on different maps that are fed one after the other. Okay, a map obviously has its own map hexes, and then map structures and stuff like that. That's stuff I'm introducing in the new game. So there's a lot of stuff here is basically what I'm trying to point out. And so it starts with war game. And if I come up here in the definition of war game, I've added this progress bar. And this is not a database thing. It's when we get to doing the save, I go, hey, use this progress bar. So anywhere I want, I can save this file and feed him a progress bar on whatever screen I want, and it will then progress for me. All right. So how does it work, you ask? When we come down here to the save function of the war game, now war game itself is like an instantaneous save. It's very, very quick. But whether you are inserting or updating, we save game map. Well, that's where the work's really going to happen. So when we save the game map, first I say, okay, did you give me a progress bar? All right. If you did, great. Let's unhide it. Okay. We're going to show the progress bar. If you didn't, I'm going to just leave it hidden and ignore it. Okay. So let's see. That's part of that. import export. So where am I passing it to the save of game map? It's in here. Okay, where are you? Here it is. Okay, so here we're spinning the collection of maps. Now, I do have this set to where it's going to do a slider bar per map. So each map will do its own slider bar. And then, so what we're doing is I'm passing the handle into right here, into the map collection. I've added a similar field in map collection of the map itself, and we let it equal our progress bar. All right. So now we call the save. Where are we calling the save on map? Map save. If it's new or dirty, we're going to save map. Okay. So now we come in and say, okay, if we got a progress bar, let's go ahead and set its state to 0. And then what we're doing, hold on, we got to get down past all of this. I don't worry about the maps or the map actual class. He's not where all the work is in a save. The save is actually down into all of those 6 collections that are below him. So what I'm doing on the saves of those collections we update, we have 7 all total that we deal with in saving. And so what I'm doing is incrementing the progress bar for each of those individually. Okay. What I needed to do also was, let's see, maybe I did do it down here. So I set him at 100%. What actually, let's see. Oh, wait, this is the save, the update side of it. So let's see, what we need to do before when we get done with all of this stuff, what I need to do, because it doesn't really go all the way to the end. So what I'm going to do is come down here before the return, and let's go ahead and put in one more. And we can say your 100 is your value. So he definitely says he gets to 100. Okay. So now let's go ahead and say, okay. So all we're doing is I pass it in as a pointer, and then I pass it to the maps. And if he has a value, we use it. Otherwise, I ignore it. So I'm hoping that this time it may go so fast we don't see it, but that's always an option. But real quick, I can run through this one more time for you. Come on, screen. I know I don't have a lot of resources. This recording program really wants 32 gig of memory. I don't have 32 gig of memory, so he's having to do some paging. Okay, let's use you. Let's do the same thing. Foliage. Let's come over here. That's at least 10, right? There he goes. Come on, you're going to get to, yeah, we got 100% that time. Did you see that? So anyhow, I'm showing you how that little passing a variable and a handle to a control can be manipulated inside the modules themselves. And the neat thing is, it's not tied to one specific progress bar. I could call that on any screen that has a progress bar. Actually, when you create a brand new game, come over here and say new game, and we go here, there's another progress bar down here that I pass to here so you can see it generate your maps and do the save, and then you move on. So it's a really cool feature to be able to do. And I thank y'all for watching the video.